Well, this is going to be a special edition of Drone and Phone. I've just left Pak Tam Chung and I've left George there. We were meant to be filming on the MacLehose Trail today, but he's not feeling well. So I'm going to go off on the Pak Tam Chung Nature Trail as a special episode. And look at this. This is a wonderful start to the day. Let's get going. So I'm walking down near the water through the mangroves, and it's just a beautiful trail. It's very easy along a concrete path so far, not too many hills. Past these old villages, these old remnants, as you can see right here, that we go past all the time. Very nice indeed.
Starting out at Pak Tam Chung, walk along the road following the start of the MacLehose Trail and look out for a path down to your right after about 100 metres that takes you over the river. It has clear signposts to get you started, past small temples and lots of old buildings. At the end of the trail is the small Sheng Yu Museum, showcasing the village ways from times gone past, plus a small pier. At this point you leave the well-maintained nature trail and strike off on a much smaller path that cuts off the small peninsula.
So as you can see, the path has turned very much into a forest walk. Off the main concrete path, I've lost most people, and it's really very pleasant now. There are more villages, but we are following a contour around the coast. I can see the waters just below me now, and there are paths off down there if you want to go and explore the waterline. But as far as I can see, this path is going to take me around pretty well flat, right around the coast. Oh, there is an old village we're just coming to here. Again, more abandoned houses.
This part of the coast is little known to most hikers and well worth exploring along the trail. The further you get, the more it opens up.
So as you hike along, occasionally you get to these places where it opens up like here, and you get these sweeping views there across the water. Now I'm going to make my way over to this first dam at the bottom, walk along it and around, and then up that road there, the top dam, across the top dam, and then we're going to make our way back across a little bit of a climb, about a 200-meter climb. Nothing too drastic, but we've got a bit of work to do after lunch.
Once you get close to Nung Fung Wan, the trail takes you in a circuit around the Outward Bound Centre. At the time of my hike, however, the centre was closed because of a COVID wave, so I looked for a shortcut through to the dam.
So I'm taking this trail that's going to take me around the front of a Outward Bound Centre. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get past it or not. If not, I'm going to have to go back to where I've come from, but I'm hoping there's going to be a way round. So let's see. Well, that last bit I did, I think possibly was a little off-piste. I ended up in the camp. I don't know how I got in there, but I ended up in it and coming out. But this, now I'm out, and it's a really nice piece of flat land. Beautiful trees around here, as you can see, and just a fantastic view both sides. We have water on every side of me as I'm walking around. Really quite spectacular.
There are two dams with plenty of land and a water sports centre in between. Walk up from the lower dam to the higher one and then return back along the Sai Kung Man Yi Road that borders the High Island Reservoir. If that's enough adventure for you, just follow the road back to Pak Tam Chung. But for those who want a little more exercise, look for the High Island Training Camp on your left and follow a path to the side that takes you up Pai Tau Tun.
Fantastic view as we get towards the top of this one. Still a little ways to go, but only a 200-meter climb, and you're starting at 100, so it's just 100 meters up, so nothing too strenuous, but it's good. Give the legs a bit of a stretch. Maybe avoid this one in the summer though, and stick to the road. We made it to the top. You've got to stand up, get a good one.
Coming down off the peak, you continue to parallel the road down to the junction at the north end of the High Island Reservoir. I crossed over the road and set off on a second climb, this one well trodden.
So I think you have to consider when you do this whether you want to do the last part. It's pretty flat right the way round, actually over the dam, and then you can get out by just following the MacLehose backwards along the road back in to Pak Tam Chung. The alternative, if you have the energy, as I'm doing, is 2 little jumps up and over this hill in front of us here, and then up and over this on the way to Pak Tam Chung. It is quite a workout though, very steep up, though not too high, so make your choice. An easy walk, just come home on the reservoir. Not so easy, you want to challenge yourself, a bit of a bushwhack, go up over the 2 hills on the way back. Right, I've done about 11.5 kilometers and I'm getting close to the finish.
Once you reach the top, there is a gentle descent down to Pak Tam Road. From there, turn left down to the junction and right across the river and back to Pak Tam Chung, passing the place at which you departed.
Well, it turned out to be about 13 kilometers. As I said earlier, this is a great flat hike for the most part. If you want to avoid the 2 hills at the end, just take the MacLehose on your way back. Now, if you're finding this for the first time, please have a look at our other content. We have a YouTube channel, it's all nicely catalogued, as well as a website on droneandphone.com. For now, my name's DJ and you're watching Drone and Phone.